Hello my dear children, this is Dr. Babita welcoming you all to second part of the family Gramineae or Poaceae. Before starting today's part, I would like to know what type of root is present in the members of Poaceae or the Gramineae. It is adventitious fibrous root type, is not it? But in some members like maize, sugarcane, then sorghum, we find a special root along with the adventitious fibrous root. The name of that special root is stilt root. In maize, sorghum, that is jowar, sugarcane, a special type of root called stilt root. Develop along with adventitious fibrous root. Now the question is, what is stilt root? Stilt root is a special type of root which develop from the basal node obliquely to provide extra support to the plant. If it is the stem, normal fibrous root is present, and from the nodal region special root develops obliquely to provide extra support. This is considered as stilt root. This point to be remembered. Examples: maize, sorghum, sugarcane. Now let's start today's topic, that is inflorescence. In our previous video we have discussed the vegetative characters. Now in this part we will be discussing inflorescence, flower, seed and the fruit type. In the members of the family Gramineae or the Poaceae, we observe spike of spikelet, it is also considered as compound spike. Compound spikelet. Now the question is, what is spike and what is spikelet? This diagram represents spike. Here the flowers are developing in a racemose manner, that is from base to apex, and in case of spikelet, flowers are subtended. by bract or the bracts. Now I told that is the members of the family or the Gramineae Poaceae possess spike of spikelet and or the compound spikelet. Why it is named so? Because here many spikelets develop in a spike-like manner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this way, right? So that is racemose manner. Compound spikelet because many spikelets develop on the axis. That's why it is considered as compound spikelet. But there are some exceptions. In the members of maize, we find the inflorescence which is called as spadix. In maize, inflorescence type is spadix. Point to be noted. In spadix, these inflorescence axis is thick and fleshy and also subtended by a large, colorful, bright bract. Example, maize. It is subtended by a big, large bract. That's why it is termed as spadix. Point to be noted. If I draw one spikelet, the floret, many florets develop on the central axis called rachilla. Two infertile bracts develop named glume 1 and glume 2. Both are infertile, means does not bear any floret in its axil. They are modified bract. Now, fertile bracteole named lemma is present. In its axil, florets develop. One more bracteole that is fertile named palea. These two, lemma and the palea, are fertile means in its axil florets develop. So it is the outer inferior one and it is the inner superior one. These lemma and palea both are bracteole. Now tell me what is bract and what is bracteole. Bract is a modified leaf and bracteole, it is also a modified leaf, but in its axil floret, single floret or many florets may develop. Okay. Now in this member under the family Gramineae or the Poaceae, flowers are hypogynous. That means ovary is superior. So the other holes present below the ovary. So here we find perianth in a modified manner. The tepals are modified, called lodicule. This is modified tepal. In the members of this family, calyx and corolla are not present. Rather, perianth is present, but it is modified. Individual member, the tepal, which are 2 to 3 in number, modified into a scale-like structure termed as lodicule. Clear? Next, stamens develop in holes, generally 3 in number. In some members, maybe these stamens present in 2 holes, alternate with each other, trimerous condition, 3 plus 3. Now, what I told, ovary is superior. So, ovary, single ovary, generally style 2 and bifid stigma, and it is hairy in nature. Bifid, feathery stigma. It helps in wind pollination. Could you remember that in sexual reproduction of flowering plants, class 12 NCERT book, under the topic pollination, you have learned corn cob, that means Z maize, possess tassel. Tassels. What is this? These tassels are nothing but the extended style and the stigma, which helps to trap the pollen grain. So, helps in pollination anemophilus, wind pollination. Points to be noted. So this is the first one. Second floret develops here. Third florets develop here in this way in a racemose pattern. There will be lemma, this is pallia, then lodicule, then stamens, then superior single ovary, bifid stigma. Clear? Here I have used one terminology, that is stamen versatile in nature. What does it mean? I will explain. Let's see this diagram. Here the spikelets develop in a racemose manner on the axis, so it is termed as spike of spikelet. Here the outer one bracteole is the lemma, and then the inner one pallia, and inside that the sexual holes are present. That calyx modified to tepal termed as lodicule, then these androecium stamens 3 versatile stamen, and these two are the feathery stigma. I hope this diagram is absolutely clear to you. So what have we learned just now? Flowers, bisexual, hypogynous, and zygomorphic. That means the members show bilateral symmetry. The flowers are very small. That's why termed floret. In another member plant family, floret name term is used. Can you tell me which family? Do write down in the comment section below. Bisexual flowers are present in most of the members under this family, but in maize, exception. In maize, flowers are unisexual. Point to be remembered. And inflorescence also spadix type. We have learned. Perianth, just now what have we learned? Perianth, that is tepals are modified to lodicule. It is scale-like. Androecium. What have we learned? Stamens are generally 3 in number or in 2 holes, 3 plus 3, trimerous. Versatile anther. What do we understand by this term versatile anther? In versatile anther, the anthers are dorsifixed, that is, the filament attached at the dorsal side of the anther, and also it swings side to side. So it helps in pollination by air. So if I draw the diagram, then it will look like this. Dorsifixed filament, and it helps to swing in the air. Right. Dithecus. Next, gynoecium. What have we discussed just now? Gynoecium, that is 1 in number. So we can write monocarpellary, ovary, superior, and with single ovule, one ovule. Style 2, stigma 2, and it is bifid, feathery in nature. Okay. So bifid feathery stigma helps to trap the pollen grain, and the versatile anther helps to swing the stamen in the air, again helps in air pollination. Pollination by air. Fruit. In this member, we observe caryopsis type of food, where pericarp and the seed coat fused. And commonly called grains. Okay. Seed. How many seed? 1. Endospermic. In NCERT class 12 biology book, you have learned in grass family, we observe scutellum, coleoptile and the coleorhiza. What is scutellum, what is coleoptile and what is coleorhiza? here in the seed, the grains, seed coat and the fruit wall fuse together. Endospermic and one cotyledon, monocotyledonous family, one cotyledon present laterally at one side in the form of shield, and it is called scutellum. So it is shield like in shape, present laterally to the embryonal axis. So this is scutellum, this one, and root cap and the radicle remain covered by a membranous sheath which is called coleorhiza. So coleorhiza, membranous sheath which covers root cap and radicle. Points to be remembered. And coleoptile, it is also membranous sheath covering which covers plumule and the leaf primordia. Points to be remembered: scutellum, coleoptile and the coleorhiza. We have come to the end of today's video. I'll take up inflorescence, the floral formula. Inflorescence discussed here. I'll take up floral formula, floral diagram in my next video. Let's recap what we have learned. Inflorescence, spike of spikelet or compound spikelet, exception maize, spadix, flower, zygomorphic, bisexual, exception maize, unisexual flower, and hypogynous, very small, called florets. Gloom 1 and the gloom 2, that are modified bract, infertile, and lemma and the palea, these two are the fertile bracteole. In its axil, floret develop. Tepal modified to lodicule. Next, stamens free, 3 in number or 3 plus 3, and versatile anther. Point to be noted. Monocarpellary with bifid stigma, bifid feathery stigma, helps in pollination to trap the pollen grain. Corn cob, the tassels which are present in the corn cob are nothing but the style and the elongated style and the stigma which helps to trap the pollen grain, which is golden yellow color and very shiny in nature. If you feel this video is interesting, then do share it with your friends and subscribe my channel Biology with Babita. If you have any queries, any doubt, Feel free to write down in the comment section below. God bless you.